The Legend of Zelda on the Nintendo Entertainment System, a game probably 80 to 90% of the people watching this video have played. You've likely played it so many times it takes you a decade or more to want to even think about playing it again. After I made my last video where I arbitrarily rated all of the Legend of Zelda dungeons in the NES version, I began to think about mods. So I hopped on the interwebs and started searching. ROM modding is something I've never really dabbled in, but after researching Legend of Zelda mods for this video, it turns out there's a huge community behind some of the really awesome mods. The mod I want to highlight today is Zelda Remastered. Yes, my title was clickbait. Created by forum user Eclectico at romhacking.net, Zelda Remastered is based on Shadow1333's Zelda 1 Redux project. Link to both projects in the description below. Zelda 1 Redux starts this awesome mod off with a bunch of fixes and updates. Some of the highlights are: you can now save manually with up and A when in the item subscreen. The HUD will no longer disappear when entering or leaving caves during the overworld map. It increases the initial maximum bomb amount to 10 instead of 8. It replaces the duplicate bosses in levels 4 and 7, Gleeok and Aquamentus, to Lanmola and Patra respectively. You are now able to kill the Pole's voice by playing the flute, and also with arrows to retain the original way of killing them. Your maximum amount of rupees are now 999 instead of 255, as well as lots of other fixes. All of the fixes in Zelda 1 Redux are great, but I'm personally someone who likes the visual aspects of games a lot more than just some bug and quality of life fixes. That's where Eclectico comes in. Along with new graphics that are HD screen friendly, he's included new sound effects and music. A few of the highlights are increased frame rate, new title and game select screens, animated environments, faster text printing, breakable tile hints. The red and blue rings are now red and blue tunics. Faster health refills. You can press the select button to toggle the item assigned in the B button, partial heart pieces in the HUD, and a few more. In my humble opinion, this makes The Legend of Zelda an easy replay if you've only played the original version. The combination of new visuals, audio cues, and general fixes like angular sword swinging just makes it fun again, and not like you're just replaying the same old thing you've played 100 times as a kid. Having done a full playthrough with the mod myself, it's definitely worth the time. The sprites just look amazing. Paired with the new overworld and dungeon makeovers, it just makes Legend of Zelda new all over again. I do want to point out that the new sound effects and music make this game so much easier to play in longer sittings. So if you're someone who's sensitive to the 8-bit style sounds of an NES, this mod will make Legend of Zelda immensely more enjoyable to you. So I'm sure most of you are at the point where you're like, Seth, how do we install this? Well, I've got two pieces of awesome news for you. The first one is it's super easy to install, but the second one is, here we are, tutorial achieved. Let's start by going to link number 1 in the description below. Download and unzip the latest version of Meeson to a folder of your choice. I tend to keep all my games on a secondary hard drive. Once that's unzipped, head to link number 2 and download the full HD pack from Google Drive. I would suggest you unzip that to its own folder in the Meeson folder you just made. Once that's done, you need to get the ROM. No, I will not provide you the download link. Please do not post in the comments below asking for one. I will state that the ROM you need has a specific SHA-1 hash that is listed in the README included with the HD pack. You can absolutely find a copy of that yourself. It's only legal in the US to possess a ROM if you have a physical copy of the game. I do, and so should you. There are lots of copies out there, just go search eBay. Once you have all 3 components ready, run the meson.exe. Once Meson is loaded, we will need to make a quick change to the settings first. Go to the options menu and click Video. Make sure Use HD NES HD Packs is checked. Next, make sure you also visit the input menu and set up your controller. Usually, it will be set up automatically, but it's always best to check and make sure. Now click File, then Open, and find then select your Zelda ROM. Once the ROM starts, click the option menu and select Install HD Pack. Then locate the Zelda Remaster.zip you got from the Google Drive and select it. Some text will show up on the bottom of the screen and it should prompt you to restart the emulator. Select OK. You should now be greeted by the updated splash screen for Zelda. Press F11 for full screen, Escape to pause, and Alt F4 to quit. Now it's time to have some fun with your new Zelda experience. Well, you made it to the end. If you liked the video, please click the like button. If you want to follow my channel and see what else I have planned, please subscribe. Since this video is a little short, I'm going to let the video roll out on my playthrough of the Eagle Dungeon.
you